Good morning, class. My name is Ashley Domingo, but you can call me Teacher Ash for short. So before we start, let's have a prayer first. Amen. So, let's give a quick relay style quiz in the previous lesson. So, our game title is called Plant Quiz Relay. Question number 1. Which group includes algae? You're right! It's Talopita because they are simple plants without roots, stems, or leaves. Question number 2. Which plants have xylem and phloem? Yes, it's vascular plants because class, these tissues transport water and food, helping plants grow taller. Question number 3. Give example of a vascular plants. You're right again. Fern, pine, and flowering plants, they have xylem and phloem for transporting nutrients. Very good, class. Because of that, let's have an amazing clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amazing! So, naghanda si teacher ng motivation para magkaroon kayo ng idea sa ating tatalakayin ngayong araw. Handa na ba kayo? Halina't makinig! Class, imagine we are travelers in a magical forest. As we walk along the path, we meet different kinds of plants, each with its own story to tell. First, we see some tiny ancient plants with simple leaves. They whisper, "We are the Psilopsida, the oldest among vascular plants." Next, we walk a bit further and notice club mosses glowing like little torches. They proudly say, "We are the Lycopsida. We look small, but we have been on Earth for a million of years." Then, we reach the river bank and see plants with jointed stems, and standing like tall soldiers. They shout, "We are the Sphenopsida, strong and firm." As we continue, we find beautiful ferns with large, feathery leaves. They sway gracefully and say, "We are the Pterosida, the true ferns that add beauty to the forest." So, deeper in the forest, we meet the seed plants. Some hold their seeds openly in cones and say, "We are the Spermopsida," also called the gymnosperms. Finally, we see colorful flowers blooming everywhere. They sing joyfully, "We are the Angiosperms, the flowering plants that cover most of the earth today." So class, after hearing their stories, do you have an idea what topic we will learn today? Very good, class. It's about the different groups of vascular plants. Psilopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida, Pterosida, Spermopsida, the gymnosperms, and the angiosperms.
Let's go!
Psilopsida or weak ferns, oldest vascular plants, for 16 million years ago. Simple structure, no true roots and leaves, only green stems. that photosynthesize, transitional form between algae and higher plants. So, psilocybes are like the prototype ng vascular plants. So, parang trial version, they lack roots and leaves, but they already show photosynthesis through their stems. This tells us how evolution slowly added complexity compared to other groups. So, psilocybes are the simplest. Wala pa silang developed organs like leaves and roots, unlike lycopsids and ferns. Next is Lycopsida. So club mosses appeared 380 million years ago and created Earth's first forest. They have true roots, stems, and specialized leaves or sporophyll. Some still exist like Lycopodium. Lycopsids are a big step forward kasi complete na sila with true leaves and roots. They help shape Earth's environment by forming huge forests that affected oxygen and climate. Unlike psilocybes, mas advanced ang lycopsids. Pero kung ikukumpara sa seed plants, wala pa silang seeds. So, spores pa rin ang gamit nila for reproduction. Next is Spinopsida or horsetails. First appeared 360 million years ago. Surviving genus is Equisetum. Ancient Spinopsids were large trees. Now most are small plants. So called today partly came from them. So horsetails are interesting kasi they show rise and fall. So dati, they were giant trees contributing to coal deposits. Pero ngayon, maliit na lang sila. This shows na plant evolution isn't just progress. Some groups shrink or decline, so they are more advanced than lycopsids and psilocybes because they had tree-like forms but less successful than ferns and seed plants, which adapted better. Next is Pteropsida or ferns, evolved from psilocybes, more advanced with a strong vascular system. True roots, stems, and often large compound leaves. Some can form trunks or tree ferns. Ferns are the classic vascular plants we still see today. Their large divided leaves are efficient for photosynthesis. They show how evolution improved plants for survival on land, more complex than horsetails and lycopsids, but still reproduced by spores, unlike seed plants which are more efficient. Spermopsida or seed plants first appeared 350 million years ago, became the dominant plants. They produce seeds, gymnosperms, naked seeds, and angiosperms seeds inside fruits or flowers. They remain the most successful land plants today. Seed plants are the ultimate winners of plant evolution kasi they solve survival problems. Seeds protect and spread offspring better than spores. Kaya hanggang ngayon sila ang dominant. And angiosperms, lalo na kasi flowers and fruits help in reproduction. So, the gymnosperms or non-flowering plants. Gymnosperms are plants that produce naked seeds, not enclosed in fruits. The most famous are conifers or cone-bearing trees like pines, spruce, and firs. They usually have needle-like or scale-like leaves and can survive in different climates. There are 4 subdivisions of gymnosperms. First is Subdivision, Coniferophyta or conifers. These are cone-bearing trees, usually with needle-like leaves. Examples: pines, spruce, and others. So, ito yung mga puno na kadalasan nakikita sa malamig na lugar. Tulad po ng pine tree, evergreen sila, ibig sabihin, hindi agad nalalagas ang dahon kahit taglamig. Pangalawa is subdivision, Cicadophyta or cicads. Tropical palm-like gymnosperms. Example, Cicas samnia. So, para po silang palm tree in appearance, pero hindi sila tunay na palm. Makikita sila sa mga tropical areas at ornamental minsan sa gardens. Third is subdivision, Ginkgophyta or ginkgos. So, sila yung mga trees na nalalagas ang dahon sa isang season. Only surviving species is Ginkgo biloba. So, sikat yung Ginkgo biloba kasi ginagamit din siya as herbal medicine. So, good for memory and blood circulation. Kaya rin niyang mabuhay sa polluted cities, kaya survivor plant siya. And the fourth is subdivision, Gnatophyta or Gnetum, cone-bearing gymnosperms with vascular system. Example, yung Gnetum nga. So, unique sila kasi may vascular tissues tulad ng sa flowering plants. Kaya, parang bridge po siya between gymnosperms and angiosperms. So, next is angiosperms or flowering plants. These are the most abundant plants on earth, and they produce flowers and fruits that contain seeds. Now, angiosperms are divided into two groups. First is monocots and second is dicots. Let's compare them. So, class, look at this picture. First, look at the seeds. Monocots have one cotyledon or seedling, while dicots have two cotyledons. Example, corn is a monocot and beans are dicots. Next, check the leaves. Monocots have parallel veins, straight lines lang ang pattern ng dahon, while dicots have net-like veins parang web na magkakakonekta. For the roots, monocots have fibrous roots. So, maraming manipis na ugat na halos pantay-pantay. While dicots have a taproot system. So, isang main root na may branches. Lastly, sa flowers, monocots usually have petals in multiples of 3, while dicots usually have petals in multiples of 4 or 5. So, in summary, class, monocot, one seed, leaf, parallel veins, and fibrous roots. And dicot, two seed leaves, net-like veins, taproot system. So, always remember, seeds, leaves, and roots are the easiest way to tell them apart. Class, I hope you learned a lot from our discussion today about the different groups of vascular plants, starting from Psilopsida, Trichopsida, Pinopsida, and Pteropsida, up to the seed plants, the Spermopsida, which include the gymnosperms and the angiosperms. Always remember that each group shows us how plants have evolved and adapted through time. So, from the simple vascular plants to the flowering plants we see everywhere. They all play an important role in life and in nature. So, as we end this lesson, I hope you carry with you not just the facts, but also the appreciation for how amazing and diverse plants are. Thank you, class, and I hope you continue to explore and learn more in our next discussion. Bye-bye!